So this week's topic of Amuna Mondays was seeking optimism in times of doubt. And before we begin, the class is dedicated to two names, so please have them in mind. Lule Nishmat for Yosef ben Devora and Gabrielle Masauda bat Sarah. May both their neshamas have the ultimate aliyah. So the topic of seeking optimism in times of doubt. The reason I chose this topic was because I felt like many people, including myself, when we're optimistic, it seems just natural. And it's like if we see somebody bubbly or happy in the streets or on a daily basis, we just feel like their life's amazing. Like, wow, they're living an amazing life. They have no problems, no struggles. It's amazing to see these people, blah, blah, blah. But the truth is, it's the complete opposite most of the time. It only takes understanding optimism and remaining optimistic in times when you're down and out and like you're on the floor and you're laying there and you're seeking optimism. It's like optimism doesn't just come naturally. It doesn't just come like, oh, I'm a bubbly person, this. It doesn't really happen like that. It's a constant effort. It's constant work being applied to maintain that concept of, oh, I'm happy, oh, that's joy, oh, this and that, I'm not stressing, and this and that, I'm like optimistic about everything, and everything's going to work out. And it's a constant struggle. It's a constant effort being put in. And a lot of the times when you're seeing these happy people and these bubbly people, it's because there was a point in time when they were really down. They were really down and counted out. And, they're laying there and hoping that somebody will help them. And the truth is, nobody came. Nobody came to help. And eventually they realize they're still on the floor and it's time to just get up themselves. And a lot of the times that you see people smiling and bubbly and optimistic about everything, that's because they've had so much worse in the past that they've overcome. So it's like, I've passed this, I've passed A, so B is no problem. I know Hashem's going to come out. I know I'm going to make it through. I know I'm going to do all these, I know I'm going to make it past all these things because I've been through worse and I've made it through. And it's the same thing. Even when you can't come to that justification, that's where the seek comes in. You need to figure it out. You need to look and search for it, because the truth is, it's there. In every moment of your life, there's optimism and perks of and benefits right in front of you that you can claim. And it's like, whoa, I don't know about that. Not in everything. It's literally everything. You can think of the Holocaust. You can think of 9/11. You can think of October 7th. Like, the list goes on. Yeah, some things are way more difficult. The environment is way more difficult to seek optimism in all those things. But it's there. And again, that it's custom to you. What you find is optimistic and wow does not mean others will. Others may still knock it down and still be like, no, but that doesn't justify this, and that doesn't. No one's looking for justification. Optimism is not justification. It's really not. It's hope. It's literally emunah. You're seeking it. It's not something. Yes, it's there, but it's not right there for your eyes to see. It requires a little work. Sometimes more work than others. But the fact is, if you seek it, it's there. But if you also decide to quit, you're not going to find it. It doesn't mean it's not there. It's like, oh, I can't see this. It's like, you didn't look hard enough. Same thing with optimism. And that's what people need to understand, that it's something that's a constant work. It's a constant effort that's being put in. But the truth is, it's also the same concept with Torah, and you learning more results in you realizing how little you know. It's the same thing with seeking optimism. The more you search for it, it's probably going to get harder. You'd think, oh, it's going to get easier, but the truth is, you're always constantly having to one-up it. It's like you're seeking optimism, and you're remaining optimistic on this one topic, and then, you found it, and now you're good, but then something else knocked you down. But chances are the thing that knocked you down weighs more than the thing that knocked you down the first time. And that's the whole point of growth. You're growing, and so are your challenges, and so are your struggles, and so are your road bumps. So at the same time, the solution, aka being optimistic, And the optimism needs to gain and grow as well. So the same thing that you used in the past is probably not going to work in the future. It's a constant, you're using one to use it as a step to get to the second one. And that's a constant thing, and that's why it requires work. That's why it's seeking optimism. It's not just finding optimism, it's seeking. You're going to have to genuinely put in work and search for it. Because it's there, but it's requiring a lot of work and constant efforts being put in. One is there in order to get to 2, you're going to have to use 1 to get there. In order to get to 5, you're going to have to use 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're not just going to jump to 5 and be like, oh. So that's what you and people need to understand, and myself need to understand, that it's a constant growth to it. And because it's a constant growth, it's never something that's just going to come naturally and it just makes sense. That's not how it works. It's requiring you to be honest with yourself and work on yourself and constantly adapt and grow with the things that are coming. A is going to lead to B. B is going to lead to C. It's not just, oh, I can skip to C because everybody around me is at C. That's not how it works. But at the same time, it's not like, okay, I went through A, I can throw it away, I don't need it anymore. No, you're going to use A to get to B, and you're going to use A, B, and C to get to D. It's a constant effort being put in to grow into something bigger. So that was pretty much the topic for this week. I hope everyone enjoys. And if anyone has any questions, please feel free to reach out. Again, Lu'ulei Nishma for Yosef Ben Devora and Gabriel Masao de Batzar. May both earn Shamas of the ultimate Aliyah. Thank you.